Today we're working on my 65 Bonneville, and I'm going to be putting the dash tack in. I got this from a guy who had these reproduced, and this one's updated for a transistorized ignition system, so hopefully it works with everything I've got. But I've delayed putting it off because I was just afraid of drilling in my dash. So I've decided to go ahead and do it. I pulled the little insert out, this fake veneer stuff from right here. I just pried it out with gently with a flathead screwdriver, a small one, and then I laid it on a piece of tape, traced it, taped it to some cardboard, did some measuring so I could find the center line and everything and the place where I wanted to drill my holes. And then, to double check myself, what I did was where I've got those little two notches, I put this tack on here, pressed it against my template, put it down on some cardboard, and pressed kind of hard so I could leave some impressions so I know where exactly to put the holes. Then I'll test fit it, and then drill my final hole in the middle for the wires to come out in this. And then I'm going to stick this in here. It's a nice fit, it gets in there real snug, and do the real thing. So first step, put some holes in my template. Okay, got my holes drilled in my template here. Let's check. Nice. That looks right. So then all I gotta do is drill a really big hole in the middle. Actually, maybe I just want to start with this. I'll do a small hole in the middle to start, so I make sure I get it in the middle in the right spot when I'm actually doing the drilling on the dashboard, because you don't want to drill a big old hole, guess, and then, you know, have it off and be all ugly and all that stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes it actually helps to talk things out. Okay. There's my template. Sorry about the angle. Camera's on a tripod right now. So that's in there nice and snug. I think maybe I should tape around here just so I don't screw anything up. Maybe put something in here to block anything I do that's bad. So protect my area and start drilling. I'm stalling a bit because I'm paranoid. I'm scared. It's you know, it's almost 60 years old, so. Huh. Weird. So to show you, stalling once again before I actually go ahead and do this. Here's what's behind that area in this car, which is not a whole lot. This car doesn't have a lot of options on it, which is kind of nice. It is can you see that? Not with wires in the way. Come on. It's that. What? How do I show you this? Alright, well, jeez. It's this area right over here. There's not a whole lot going on there. Trust me. Jeez. Come on. Over there. Over there. Where the light's shining. Blank area. Over here. Maybe this is a good shot. I'll see you later. over here, I can't get a finger in there right now, but there's a, the stud coming through. It looks like a 5/16. The clip down below, and then the clip up above, and then the speedometer is to the left of the picture right now. So that metal brace is what I'm going to end up drilling through, and that's behind the dash, the pot metal dash. So I'm going to go through a couple layers, it looks like. Yeah. All right. Well, if any of that showed up, great. If not, I'll cut it out. I don't really have a good place to stick the GoPro at this time, so this is what we get. Alright, I removed my turn signal stock because it was kind of in the way of the drill. I guess we're just going to go for it now. Start slow. Oh yeah, I've got my drill in the back to get shards from the backside. Car's like, what the hell, man? That's what I didn't want to happen. Put more tape. Protect those edges. No more damage. I know. Okay. There's the small holes. It's done now. I mean, it started now. I'm gonna get a bigger drill bit to make sure that the number 10 studs go actually through there, which they're not going to at this point, but I can see light, so that means it's all the way through. Okay, then I'll do a test fit with the studs. Then I'll go ahead and get probably a step bit for the middle. Okay. Okay, made the holes a little bit bigger, so let's do a test fit. Nice. Feels like that went right in. Okay. Yeah. Looks like I'm off just a little bit, but it's okay. Well, it's not sitting because this is in there. I think it's fine. So, yeah, so I guess I'll grab a step bit. I can leave this out now. Sure. And go for it. Poor car. Oop. That's the one step that's dull, of course. I need a bigger one anyway. Alright. Let's see if that's big enough. I gotta undo the wiring now. I think it's gonna be fine. Let's start sending this stuff through. And it shouldn't need a grommet because it's already got that nice sheathing on it. And that's not really too bad of a hole either. Decently smooth. With my luck, this is going right in between the dash and that metal plate that we saw earlier. Which means I'll have to take it all back out. I should have taped these ends. Oh, I have tape right here. I'm going to pull it back out, start over. Alright, let's put some tape on these ends, make it a little bit easier on ourselves. There. I wonder if I can just shove this whole thing through like this. Is that a bad idea? I don't know, probably. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Let's not do it that way. Where are you going, buddy? There we go. I saw a light on the end of it that time. It's definitely getting hung up on something, but I should be able to fish it out. Okay. The wires all came out the bottom, so that's good. Looking pretty good. That looks nice. Here we go. Nice. Now if I took this hardware off the back, it would actually get in there all the way. But I gotta take the tape off and stuff anyway. So this can hang. And I guess you don't really see that area with the tack in here anyway, so I guess I could probably just leave it looking like that. Oops. Well, they gotta go on the floor anyway. Okay. Ta-da! Nice. Let's see how is it actually sitting. Top came off. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Yeah, everything clears. Looks nice and centered. Oh yeah, I think I nailed it. Awesome. Alright, cool. Now the fun part is to go into the dash, tighten things up, and then wire it up. Let's stop here for now. Okay, well, we're halfway mounted now. It's pretty solid. I've only got the bottom nut on the back, but needed to update on a couple of things. So this is the trick that I'm doing to get the nut onto the studs back there. I shoved some tape in here, shoved that in to make it a nice tight fit, and then I'm using this guy to get it in there. Actually, I'm just using this only, just like this, to get it on there so I get a nice feel for when this is threading, and then coming back with this to tighten it down. But I misspoke earlier when I was talking about having to drill through that multiple layer of metal. Turns out it's a single layer, which is why it was kind of actually so easy. It's just the one layer of pot metal. And unfortunately, I had to do some butchering. I don't know if we can see this, but let's see. So that goes up there. So that that piece of metal over there that I pointed out earlier, it's kind of in the way. So I don't know what we can see here, but I had to grab it, use some vice grips, and kind of pry that out of the way so I can get the socket in there. Yeah, so that was kind of a bummer. Is that showing up at all? I honestly have no idea. Maybe now. So there's that metal over there that I was talking about earlier. I had to pry that out of the way with a vice grip in order to get a socket actually in there and on those studs. It's really tight. So I've got the bottom one. I gotta go get the top one. And then I think the hardest part is done, which is the mounting, and then just wiring it up shouldn't be too bad. What is this thing doing? Fun with GoPros. There's the metal I had to pull out of the way. And there's the back of the dash. Maybe we'll be able to see where it's coming through. There it is, all mounted. I don't know if you can see back there or not, but it looks pretty good, nice and solid. I had to get the top nut on there. I completely blind, so my tape trick with the nut and the socket really helped a lot. But it's in there, so now wiring's next. Yay! I think that's the hard part. It's time for a break. Okay, it's all wired in. Well, the lights aren't wired in, but it's got Tach signal, power, and ground, so here we go. It moved. Alright. That's how we kill it. Sweet! Now get rid of that junk. Worked fine for a long time, but that's cooler.